right? They had issue with this 3 seconds video when they went to the police station. Baba saying he did not see they didn't show him the 3 seconds, whatever, and that was how all of this drama started.
Exactly.
Right?
Because Baba,
he was nailing, he was walking in a direction. And
are you saying that if Baba Mohbad did not see convincing evidence, he should just accept
this is not about this is not about convincing. I've always said it, Papa. No, if you want to condemn, do it critical, do it in a critical way. Not every day. When you go come down, it will come down to money. Go calm down. Everybody talking about you. When they go calm down, it's going to end up in money. Do you understand? That is my point.
The same issue we are having about Mohbad. People are asking for money.
Hold up, Paparano. Couple of days ago, myself and some other people, we analyzed Yomi on my platform. I think Richie was there. We spoke about Yomi. We said a lot of things about, and that's it done. Do you understand?
Exactly.
But this morning, it was Yomi money. Now, some people, they just enjoy the moment they mention Yomi on the platform, they want to rush there. It is not needed.
But you're meant to say many things now. You're meant to say many things that are questionable too. You should understand that.
Papa, no, the same question you're asking today was the same question you asked yesterday, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Nothing new. It is. That's why I said go up, come down.
Yeah. You know why? You know why it's becoming like it continues, right? Is that people keep denying it. So as long as we don't agree that the CCTV camera that Yomi talk about, that it didn't make sense, we'll keep agreeing until me and you agree on 3 seconds video. All of us agree that Yomi is doing so well, pushing it. You know, we agree there. But when he sent that Muyiwa sent somebody, Muyiwa sent a hacker to go hack CCTV camera, that Baba Mohbad destroyed the evidence. What evidence?
Paparano,
let me go to Jack quickly before I leave. Let me go to Jack quickly before I leave. I remember when Karimo was so relevant in this case. Jack believed in Karimo so much.
Are you saying Karimo is no longer relevant? Are you saying Karimo is no longer relevant?
For me, there is nothing she's bringing to it at the moment. Nothing. But at that
are you saying Karimo is no longer relevant? I just want to be sure.
My opinion, right? My opinion. But let me finish. Let me finish. Yeah, he believes so much about what Karimo was doing, and I align with him because he saw things that maybe some of us didn't see. But then nobody came up to come and fight Jack back then that, oh, why are you supporting Karimo? But then he's turned it the other way around now. Like he wants to fight everybody over your meat issue, and after that you then apologize to them. What's the point?
Okay,
there is no point.
Can I respond to that now? Can I respond?
Go on, bro. Go on.
Good. You have made a very valid point. Let me tell you something. Look, this Karimo is talking about. Why did people sort of like embrace her? Because they believe that he was in the camp of, he deflected from the camp of Wunmi, right? And she might have something. Look, in a murder case, you don't discard anybody, especially when they are claiming that they did something. Just the same way I did not discard Yomi when he talked about 3 seconds till today. I still believe in the 3 seconds video, and I want to see the full version of it, but that is not going to happen. I don't live in denial. So now, look, it's not like I was stupid to say when I was giving Karim, I just wanted that, whatever evidence that she claims that she had. Mm-hmm. So it's not like I was supporting her blindly. No, I don't do my own thing like that. I just, if somebody claims, look, if a mad person comes up and say, we've got something, I have a video, I have visual evidence that can help.
But other defending Bamba, they have not gotten any evidence too now. Why is it because they have not gotten evidence like you?
Jack, understand this here. Jack, listen here. People respected you based on your belief, like you saw what you saw in Karimo. But then when you see some people defend Yomi, I don't like the way you go over and you get mad. You start cursing. Like it's not needed. It's the opinion.
The difference is this. Karimo, look, get this right. The difference is this. Karimo was not an NGO. Now, Karimo was not going about giving people timeline that, oh, this just I'm gonna get, he's here, he's almost here. Donate this, let's do this. He's here in 2 weeks. We get this. CCTV will be out in 2 weeks. She wasn't doing that. So now, look, that's what we don't understand is this. I am thinking of the long term and the resultant effect that what Yomi is doing is eventually going to have on the people.
Because Jack, can I just correct something? That has stopped. No donations anywhere.
Let me round up this. Wait,
listen. There's no more donations.
Yes, that is good. That is good. You see what you have said. What you have said does not go down well with some people. Because yesterday, let me tell you. I know how people operate. These people, I know how they operate. Yesterday, I can't remember, whether Firefox or whatever, someone in the camp I was just listening to, I think somebody played whatever they did live the other day, or they were even on live. And the person was suggesting to Yomi again that, look, the what's it called? The press conference, we did, in fact, we need to do it, we need to have more of that now. And there was a way Yomi answered that. Look, these people are still planning more things. And let me tell you, at this point, it's not only to just say you are begging donation. Anybody donating anything now, don't worry. There will always be, for as long as the earth liveth, as long as this earth exists, there will always be this scammer, and there will always be this scammed forever. It has been forever, since time without memorial. So some people will always fall victims. So you cannot do anything to help them, leave them. But the truth is this, as it stands now, you donate money to anything now, you should be asking yourself for what? Because there is nothing.
I agree with you. No donation. No, I agree with you on that part. No donation. I just don't like the fact. I don't like the fact
if anybody wants to donate to your means foundation, so be it. But for this,
Jack, when you're talking to the people that believe so much in Yomi, like those ladies that believe so much in Yomi, and I see you go over, start cursing all of those, like on top waiting. Then after that, you then apologize to them. It's not needed. Why do it in the first place? If you're gonna, why do it? Just dead it. If they don't believe what you're saying, just leave them and just drop. You know what happened?
You know what happened? You're right. You know what happened? Let me tell you what happened. This is what happened. You see, when we were talking, just talking lightly. Then the Firefox came up and he started, cursing. And then he said he's gonna leave. He left. But the thing is this. You see, it was just unfortunate that those people, the outburst was not meant for those women, to be honest. And I really feel very bad about it. But the truth is this. Let me tell you. It's because I know how these people operate. When you're talking about somebody that they don't want you to scrutinize, then these people, they come up, all of them, they move a mass like hyenas, and they want to tear you into pieces. They want to attack you. So that was done to me in the past by Firefox, G-Banks, and Justice for Mobile, that woman. And I will never forget. And that was the very first time I actually started cursing a woman. I started engaging this with a woman. So that I waited for them to land, because I was like, okay, let's see where Yomi is gonna take all of you to. But in all honesty, let me I've always been saying this. The drama, it knows everything that Yomi was doing. To be honest, I would never fault him on that. It's good, because the movement needs that. The problem is Yomi should be, how will I put now? How will I put it? Don't see what I see is that I see Yomi prioritize money, the profitability, the profit aspect of this justice than the justice itself. Don't give people time. Like, you're not the judge. A case goes to court, you don't even know when it's going to finish.
But
you're not the one that will prosecute.
I like what you say.
Investigate, but you're telling them in 2 weeks the justice is here.
I like what you're saying, but those days are over. Are you getting the point?
Yeah.
People are on the ground working timelessly. Are you getting the point? Yeah. Strategically, in terms of, you can call it a kind of macro management. Are you getting the point?
Yeah.
So that's why we're saying all the time, no further donations. If you are generous and you want to put money into your Miss Foundation, you can do it. But on this J4M, no further donations.
Yeah, no further donation to either African TV, either whatever. Yeah. Don't donate nothing.
Yeah.
It's not needed.
So, we all live and learn. We learn, I'm sure me himself actually made some mistakes. Are you getting the point? When you look at the issue of this CCTV or whatever, now he should learn how to keep his mouth shut until he actually handle the cutlass by the grip the cutlass at the safety hand. Okay, are you getting the point?
I believe 100%. There's no doubt. So nobody can convince me otherwise that Yomi wants justice. Nobody can convince me otherwise. To be honest, it's not like he doesn't want justice. He wants justice for mobile. But the problem I just said that problem I have. And that is gonna have. See, let me tell you, there are so many people in this justice for mobile that you don't understand. That are so much emotionally. See, some people have been attacked. They've been affected in a way that it's only God that can heal them. And it's because when you raise their hope so high, people get crazy. And when everything shatters, it's crazy for them. So some people cannot take things that you can take. I can take. I've got love. I've got shock as well.
I love what you said. All these shenanigans has to stop. You know why? Yeah. Recently, the issue of public lawyer, right, was completely thwarted. I won't mention names. Are you getting the point? Everybody go against it, right? A lot of us went against it. That this is not plausible. This is not what we want at this moment. And what happened? It was killed off. And that's what we're saying about the approach. People have wising up. Are you getting the point? You can't just come emotionally or trying to do whatever and you say you want money for what? No, there will be questions. if we're asking questions. Are you getting the point?
Yeah.
And then I don't want to put your meat down. There's a kind of macro management. You want to do something. Let's see what you have to do. Let's evaluate the process. Let's look at is this something feasible? I mean, what's the cost? There's a lot of things people go through now. Are you getting the point? Before you Papa3LIST, okay, let's take for example Papa3LIST here. If Yomi says, okay, we want to raise money for Yomi on this platform, Papa3LIST will ask questions. He will do his due diligence with Yomi before he can be confidently convinced. Okay, yes, let's raise money for Yomi on this particular occasion, and all the money I'm raising will be accountable for my platform. Are you getting the point? Yeah. So this is the way to go. And if I say, yes, I'm doing that, but I want to put money into Yomi's foundation, so be it. That's my own risk, right? It's my own prerogative.
Richie, and again, guys, please, if you're going to criticize this guy, let's do it based on what he's done. If he's not come out to ask for money again, there is no point relating it to money.
That's why we should stop.
If it's not, but we can analyze the thing.
There's something you don't get, right? Whenever your main conversation comes up, right, there's always this feelings of is packing all our money away and we're not seeing nothing. Alright? So whatever that as long as Yomi don't speak, right? Whatever drama Yomi make, if Yomi travel to anywhere, they'll be like, oh what that now?
Papa3LIST, the same way that some people continue to donate, they'll be begging him with money.
No, I dodge away. The same way when this is keep my head.
To correct some things, because I was there from the jump, right? This narrative of Yomi initiated 5 million naira made them begin donate. It was not Yomi that initiated that stuff. That stuff was initiated right from Olori Ebi's platform. Yomi only the second day Yomi went on his own platform and said, we need a public lawyer. We are asked to raise 5 million naira. We are asked to donate. Olori Ebi did the same thing. But I think in this justice for Mohbad, everybody's just looking for the slightest thing to nail Yomi, which is, come on, it's bad. It's very, very bad. Any small thing Yomi do this, any small thing Yomi do that. It was not his own idea. It was even one lady that brought up that idea. And he's like, I support this idea. Let's, public lawyer. And Olori Ebi supported it as well. But everybody just they fly around with the narrative.
Gifted Baba?
Yes.
Is Yomi fighting for the public or for himself?
Yomi is fighting for justice for Mohbad.
Yes, for the public, right?
Yes.
Alright. So as a foundation, don't Yomi has a public lawyer?
He has a lawyer, of course. The foundation he has a lawyer.
Another lawyer when Yomi already have a public lawyer.
But he already say, I've been following your platform, bro. They already explained this thing to you. Say it's not all lawyers that want their face out there. Radical lawyer is different.
Okay, Yomi lawyer doesn't want his face out there.
Yes, on the internet, because they said on Olori Ebi's platform. Can you listen to me?
And Yomi is paying that lawyer. Yomi is paying that lawyer, but doesn't want his face out there.
Papa, I'm confused about something. Sorry. Yomi's.
Is a spiritual lawyer? It may be a spiritual lawyer.
Yomi's activist lawyer is different to the public lawyer that we're talking about. The public lawyer is that if you and I or Jack, anybody gets involved with the legal aspect of the court or the police as a justice fighter, then the public lawyer will solicit for that person. But what we're saying is, because he brought that to Supreme platform coincidentally, and that there was a bit of a lecture and tutoring between both of them, and Supreme ruled it out completely, and he stormed off. And I didn't like the fact that they stormed off, because they were bringing up the reality of the analysis that, listen, there's no reason, the justification was table out. But some people on the comment section were beaming to him to come down or to step down, and I didn't like that, because my intention was that.
From where was that? When was that?
That was on Supreme platform.
Is it a long time ago?
Last week. Yeah, they argue it out. Supreme actually, explain all the process concept, that there's no need for public lawyer at this moment. What for? That kind of thing. And Yomi was so adamant. He wanted to support that, hey, this and that.
But right now, are they getting it?
No, they're not getting it. It has been stopped.
What? You see the things I'm talking about, right? Like, if somebody don't come in between these things and and control these guys, they will just take advantage of the fact that people are just giving, and destroy the whole thing for people.
That's what we say.
Once you don't have an objective that is clear enough, when we're saying that we are getting lawyers to begin to fight for public in case they arrest this person, they arrest that person. At this point of the case, in case they arrest this person, arrest that person. Come on now.
That's the problem. People don't understand that.
Oh, sorry, Jack.
What we are trying to do is not to
Hello, Jack. Hello, Jack.
Sorry, can I
sorry, I will come down now. This gifted Baba, I want you to open your camera, please. I want you to open your camera.
Good evening, Baba. I no go fit open my camera because I don't have 1,000 followers yet.
Oh, okay.
Let me come down.
Andy, that answer your question, Andy. You can now go down.
Yeah,
go down, Andy.
Same goes for me. Apparently, same goes for me because people will say, "Oh, open your camera." Okay. Anyway, yeah. What I want to say is this: look, people should understand something. What do we benefit? Me, that I don't even have any affiliation. Whatever that is happening in Nigeria, if they like, let the government even kill their citizens and not give them justice. It is of nothing to me. So why should I hate anybody or castigate anybody based on hatred? For what? So now, when we do this, we are only trying to take precautionary measure so that the society can be sane and we will not have to do more justice for so person, justice for this, justice for that, because you're going to, some people, they've got underlying conditions. They can die when you dash the rope like this and when you have promised them so much. So for this guy that has come out and said that it wasn't your idea, let me tell you something. I know the MO. I know your MO. Look, on the women's, what do you call them? Abiyamo, on Jokem's platform, I can't remember, maybe a few weeks ago, he went there, as usual, to converse, to galvanize them, to get donation. And those women...
And Jokem declined.
They went crazy on him. That is how much... You see, that's how much...
Hello, Jack.
So much.
Hello, Jack.
Yeah. Well, Andy, you should stay here now.
No, I have my reason of not coming up, please. Jack.
It's not good now.
This is the... Hold on, Jack. Jack. I want you to engage Gifted Baba. And this is the Esu Flakes that triggered that thing at Olori Abiyamo almost 3 weeks ago, which I woke up middle of the night. Esu Flakes is there. Jack, I want somebody to engage this Gifted Baba because anywhere they are talking about Yomi, he always come and defend Yomi. That is why I'm asking him to open his camera, but he has said that he has not up to 1,000.
Well, I always come up to defend Yomi because to me, so far...
You can also engage him now.
He's doing it. Okay, so far he's doing a good job. But I say, and the slightest thing like this, they won't nail him on something. For example, even the billboard was Pekin's idea. It was not Yomi's idea. But for the fact that he solicits for money that, okay, I'm going to do billboard, everybody go begin say, now Yomi say, they bring money for billboard. They move around with, okay,
do you understand that, right? Yomi is a non-governmental organization. It's not a kind of organization that should be seeking for, just public funding. So you understand what it became right now? It became like he's just seeking for public funding to fund whatever he wants to do, this and that. And when you are seeking for public funding all the time, it doesn't give your foundation the respect that it ought to have. So you understand? And then people even begin to ask okay, last time we paid this amount of money, what the result that we got, we're not comfortable with it. Okay, how much is left? They'll begin to ask, and when they ask that question, you will answer them, oh, it's an NGO, that they have no right to answer to the government. They'll be frustrated. So you understand?
That's the line.
Can I interject you?
Hold on, give them a let her finish. You know what I'm saying? Just to support what you said, right? This is the final cutting draw on this kind of shenanigans donation. Are you getting the point? Right? If somebody wants to privately donate it to Yomi's foundation, so be it. But on the J4M, any money that's going to Yomi, has to be accountable for. Simple as that.
Sure, understand. So it's better for all of us now to even sit down, create one GoFundMe, and then manage it than just to be putting money here and there, and we cannot even know how it's spent. And at the end of the day,
there's no money.
It's not making sense. All right.
Whatever
the foundation is not a profitable organization, right?
Exactly. Whatever project you want to do, it's not going to be just like somebody has an idea and jump to it. Are you getting the point?
People are having such feeling, and whenever people are having such feeling, you have to be transparent with them. You cannot justify them.
Exactly.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. And if I ask you a question right now,
Go ahead.
on the scale of 10, right, about Yomi's antecedent, what he has been doing so far, how would you rate his approach when it comes to fighting for justice for mobile? Let me just ask you that generic question first before I dive in.
All right. On a scale of 10, I got 9 get 10 over 10. So I'll give him an 8 over 10.
Right, and why?
Yeah, because if you've been in this justice, you've seen everywhere he's gone. He's been to zone 2 countless times. He's had meeting with the commissioner of police. Now him bring out them Damola and Adura from their hiding places. You know all these things, bro. Don't you appreciate all these moves?
Listen, don't worry. I'm not. Don't worry. I'm not going to say what. Just ask the question. Just answer the question.
I appreciate all this.
I already answered. I said I will give him an 8.
Now, when you think about what happened in the handling of the 3 seconds video, where would you fault him? That maybe it's a bit short. That
if I talk, it will be as if I'm defending him again. You know?
No.
Because what is he supposed to do?
You can defend it, but you can defend it.
What is Yomi supposed to do if he went to the right authority to give them the 3 seconds video and they are trying to tell him, our Gato Seme could not really look into that 3 seconds video. Now another thing they won't look into. What is he supposed to do? Please.
All right.
Let's be honest.
Now let's look at it this way. Okay. There are many things to be done. Okay. One, police does not have an absolute power. There are other institutions. We have the Ministry of Justice, which the DPP is presenting the Office of Prosecution, who can also assess whatever evidence you have, and also approaching the courts, which in this case we have a coroner court, which if such evidence is tendered before them, they can also further act on it. Now, does Yomi have a public lawyer? Does Yomi have a lawyer in justice for Mohbad that is helping him do this, or is just alone an individual? Who could have advised him? Who could have taken him through this process? Bro, answer me.
Hey, please rephrase your question, please.
I said, do you know of any Yomi public lawyer in justice for Mohbad?
Well, the day he had a press meeting, I think he introduced 2 lawyers.
2 lawyers, yes. Yeah,
those
lawyers, were they acting pro bono?
Wait now, if you want to engage him, please. I mean, his calculation.
Sorry.
This guy's been calculating. If you want to talk with him, can be calculated. So now, Gifted.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Are those the same lawyers that don't want to show themselves that are hiding the invisible lawyers?
Well, I guess.
But this time they show themselves, right?
Yes.
So what stopped them from continuing to show themselves?
You know, some days ago I was on your platform, right? And there was this man. I don't know his name. I think Mayegu or something. He tried to explain this thing to you that there are different types of lawyers.
I even explained to him later. Then he didn't understand. He's still here. I explained to him too.
Okay.
So he's still here.
He explained to you that there are different types of lawyers. Some don't want to be on social media. On Oloriabi's platform that day.
Wait. Their conference was social media or not? Were this press conference social media?
Yeah. Social media was streaming. Papariano, social media is not be only TikTok. Social media is wide. There's Instagram.
No, were they on social media that day, those lawyers? Were they on social media?
Of course they were on social media.
But they don't want to be on social media, right?
Bro, here we go again.
They should have hidden in their house now. Why don't they hide in their house? They don't want to be on social media, like you said, right?
Yes. Why were they out? They said on Oloriabi's platform, can I just explain, please? On Oloriabi's platform, they said this lawyer this lawyer is going to answer to the public, come on TikTok to give updates as well. So maybe break the silence lawyers don't want to do that. They just want to work with him personally. That's what I see.
Wait. See, let me tell you.
Are you sure what you say?
You should present. Okay, engage this guy, Richie. You want to really engage this guy so that we'll engage him later when you are left.
Okay. No. I'm just being sarcastic. I'm listening to you. You
have to pick a position, then engage him. I'm seeing his position, then I'm trying to engage him. So I don't want it to be like a laughing thing, like to humiliate him. No. He may be convinced, he may convince me, I may convince him. I want to see what he's calculating, because he's also calculating, right? So the thing is this, right? Gifted Baba.
Yeah.
In any case that you enter, right? You may have a corporate lawyer of his foundation. The moment you may decide to approach any case, any given case, you may need a lawyer to represent in that case. As long as he's serious with that case, he needs a lawyer to represent his foundation in that case. All right. So when that lawyer is representing, the lawyer doesn't need to come out to TikTok that is not the typical function of a lawyer. Now the lawyer should brief Yomi. Yomi should be the one coming on TikTok. Thank God Yomi is an activist and also a TikToker. In fact, not a TikToker, let me not use that word. He's an activist and also have a TikTok page where he can communicate. All that needs to be done is that the lawyer will brief Yomi, whatever there's any case. Then Yomi will bring it to the public. The lawyer must not be the one to come and brief the public again. Where the lawyers can do that in front of the court, right? Anybody can take their phone there, like you see how Sanshit is being. Look at Sanshit, right? You know Sanshit?
I've heard his name. I don't know him personally.
Yeah, Sanshit, you see the way they interrogate him. So Sanshit in this case, would you say, because Sanshit is not coming to TikTok, so would you say it's a corporate lawyer, is a public lawyer? Well, how would you classify Sanshit? But I think this is what we need. Okay. They are representing a party, and that party that they are representing, then you have to brief the people that are under you, who are following you, right? So your main lawyer in justice for Mohbad is enough, and the lawyer should brief Yomi about the case which Yomi brought that lawyer. Yomi should have brought a lawyer in this case long time. So a lawyer should have been helping Yomi, advising him on this justice for Mohbad, not by himself, long time ago. Unless he's going to say that he was coming to a case like this and he never had any lawyer since then, and he was just trying to have a lawyer right now in this case. Whatever lawyer he has before may just be a corporate lawyer, that help him organize the foundation. But what is even the purpose of the lawyer? Is he a civil lawyer? Is he like a criminal lawyer? Like, there are different cases. Sometimes you may even need the service of 2, 3, 4, 5 lawyers. Right? In a case.
So in between
you know that it's worth it. Before you go for even 10, 20 lawyers, you know that it's worth it. But in this case right now, people have been contributing. Where is even the one lawyer that has been working, that has been in this case all this while? Where is the lawyer?
So can I say something?
Yes.
In between your submission, you said you asked me a question, what I think about Sanshitu. I stand to be corrected, but I think Sanshitu is not working for the public. Sanshitu is working directly with Baba Mohbad.
No, let's put that correctly. Okay. This is a public case against the accuser. Baba Mohbad is a member of the public and is also a family of Mohbad. Baba Mohbad, in this case, is also representing the public. A public must be represented by a body. Even if we bring this lawyer, not everybody will have access to him. He will be managed and be briefed by some people will contract him that we hereby make contract with you. Just because they say public does not mean you have to come through a body, right, that will manage you.
The money that is paying him is also public.
Exactly. The money that is used to pay the both sides, whether Sanshit, whether it's still going to be public. So it's the public they are representing, so they are answerable to the public, right? Gifted.
I'm with you. I'm allowing you to make it.
Yeah, no, I don't speak long. I don't speak much.
Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you all the way.
That is it for me. That is it.
Okay. Why don't we look at it from this angle?
All right.
Okay. Even if Yomi he has a lawyer that is giving him legal advice that, okay, do it this way, write this email this way. They don't do this. This is against the law. This is how you go, through the law. And he has been handling it by himself. Then, right about now, he thinks, I suppose you don't get lawyer for the, we go to fight for me for break the silence. Now only legal advice I get, I don't have a proper lawyer. But right now, I think it's the time to, actually involve a very, very good lawyer in this case that will work with both break the silence and the public. Is it bad?
Break the silence is representing the public. There is nothing like working with both break the silence. The public employed break the silence.
Okay. The public.
Without the public, break the silence cannot function, right? It's not a self.
Of course. It's not
sponsored NGO.
Yes.
It depends on public funding, right?
Yes.
So as long as it depends on public funding, it is good for him to have managed the public funding to get a lawyer into this case.
In the first place.
In the first place, exactly. All this time he was going to police, going to do. He needed a lawyer to do all those things.
Let me say something. From what my understanding of this thing is that, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You know, the foundation, normally, typically, a foundation will have their own lawyers that work with them directly. And because that foundation is for many other cases also. And when there is a public case like this, the right thing to do really is to have dedicated to this particular case.
Exactly. And that should have happened long time.
And that should have happened long ago. But if it's coming up now, it's not out of place. It's just that there is fatigue already on the part of donors.
And also demanding for funding again for something that people have been paying all the money paid before. People will not be asking how was it spent. Sure, you understand?
Yes, thank you, Ma. This is exactly, what I'm trying to say. You just said...
No. You pick it from half. I said that even if it's coming right now, no problem. But now, the fatigue is that people will be asking all the money we paid before, how did you spend it?
Because there's a lot of tension and distrust. So it will be, even if person want recorrect in steps, okay, this thing why I supposed to don't do.
But one thing I know he can do right now. One thing he can do right now. Let me say it comes out right now. All the shit, the balance sheet, everything of his foundation, we mess it out and show you that this is how much I've been receiving, and these things I've done. Believe me, people will now contribute because they will be cleared. You understand? But as long as you don't show them, they will keep having sentiment that
Well, Paparano, you can Google it. NGOs, they make accountabilities yearly at the end of the year.
No, they don't have to. It depends. Look at it, please. Let me make something clear to you.
All right. Right.
Yeah, the accountability they give to the government is part of their duty to the government, right? But when part of the public who is contributing for that money is doubting you, and you just feel like it is like you want to be transparent to them, you want to clear their doubt. There is nothing bad if you decide to open up everything to them. It is not a crime against anybody. It's not a crime. Like Very Dark Man. When Very Dark Man was in, that will even embody people's trust. When Very Dark Man was being dragged about 250 million naira, what did he do? He created an app and he showed everybody how money enters, how it goes, everything, how it was spent. He did it. Do you think Very Dark Man doesn't have a foundation that could have said that, okay, I'm not answerable to you guys, I'm going to wait until the end of the year, only my board of trustees. Aside from government, do you know of any of his board of trustees?
No, I don't.
Okay, it's a one-man foundation, right?
You need to check. You have to do your research. There is nothing like a one-man foundation in Nigeria. If it's duly registered as CAC, you must have some people.
Of course, he will have his team.
He must have the board of trustees.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they are active or inactive, but that there will be names as CAC other than Yomi. Has anybody done any search on that break the silence, or is just Google? Because if you do Google, you might not get all the information. You may need the lawyer to actually do a search as CAC.
Sorry, just to quickly comment on the accountability that Paparano just ran through you. Just because people always jump onto defense NGOs, do this blah 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 end of the year. That's completely, that's not what we're talking about. And there's nothing stopping you. Okay, this is how much money are we talking about? 5-10 million or whatever. Just put it on the spreadsheet. It's easy peasy, and then publish on your website. This is justice for mobile, because allegedly he has some other project that is running on the side. Okay, so you can say, okay, this is J4M, and then just put it down there. It's quite simple. It's not rocket science, right?
Updates also, because if you say that you're embarking a particular activity, once the activity is improved, you should give regular updates. What are you spending, and how much is in the purse?
It's not difficult.
So that people are carried along, and there's transparency here.
And let's be realistic. Let us don't get it twisted, right? Yomi has to be paid along the line, okay? So if we say, okay, this is 1 million for a project that say blah blah blah, and Yomi comes back and this is now maybe you say 800,000, okay, and Yomi comes back and this is actually going to cost about 900,000 or 1 million. Everybody will be happy with that 80% ROI, return of investment. Are you getting the point? He needs to get paid somehow. But make it transparent. That's what we're talking about. And people will be more confident in him.
Sorry, it's like I'm missing something. Is there a particular money given to Mr. Yomi to do something that he didn't do?
Oh, you're missing the point. Why are you working rhetorically now? What we say, that we're not asking for that process. Any money coming from J4M, are you getting the point? Right? Regarding some project or whatsoever is embarking on, there should be accountability and transparency about it. That increases its own integrity as well.
Gifted Baba, let us say that the Kuramet Hospital said that somebody called me that there was a camera that brought, they have a CCTV camera that when Mubad came, there is blood all over his body. And I came to you, Gifted Baba. I needed some money to lift that CCTV camera that they said is there, that has blood all over Mubad's body, which will give us an evidence of stabbing or whatsoever. That, Gifted Baba, if you see it. So then you now, Gifted Baba, you now pull this gown that you have, you pull it, and the spec, you pulled it, you sold it. You now contributed the money for me so we can lift that camera. So on the process of trying to lift the camera, then later on, I now came back to you. I said, they said that video has been deleted. There's nothing we can do about our plan. And your money is gone. You remember later on, I came again. Oh, there's this one again that said they have this, they have that. Let me say you are left with one blue gown again. Like just, this is red gown or mufti. So you have another blue gown. Would you just sell it and supply me the money again? Or you'll be curious. You'll be curious about like what's going on.
Very good question. Very good question. I want to answer your question.
All right.
When I sold my red, what did they call it? Red gown, red scarf, red whatever, and give you the money. I want to rephrase the question to you. Did I see effort? Did I see video evidences? Like this person is actually where he said he's going to. But due to some certain circumstances, this stuff didn't push you. Of course, I can see that there's effort. It's not like this person collected my money and just sat.
I've never been scammed before.
Bro.
How can you see the effort? If you're not being transparent, how do you want to tell me that you hire the engineer or you hire a technician to go there? This is how much I pay for the technician. Do you understand?
Okay, so Yomi making a video right from Mubad's house is not enough evidence that it was there.
Oh my God, what are you talking about? Excuse me, bro.
No, you are talking about. I know what I'm talking about. You are talking about. I know what I'm talking about.
Listen, Yomi said when he went to Mubad's house, right? He said he actually got a court order, whatever, right, to allow him to go there, right? All those process concepts. It's not rocket science to document them, is it?
It's not.
Exactly. That's what we're asking for, nothing more.
So the issue here now is the documentation of his activities.
No, it's not documentation, accountability, sister.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Documentation of his activities.
That was not even necessary, right? But the more you make it coming around and keep flogging on all these things, keep putting himself around money, all these things, keep putting, people will now begin to reason him. And there are people who doesn't like him. They are gonna, expatiate.
Exactly. Nailing him.
They should just be careful.
Yes.
As a precaution.
Okay. My advice for Mr. Yomi is this.
It's just to help him. That's what we say. We're not criticizing him. That this will help him a long way.
Let's say you, Papariano, now you have this idea of, okay, let's put mobile stuff on billboard. Instead of Mr. Yomi canvassing for the money, right? You will get the idea. Canvass for the money yourself. That's my advice to Mr. Yomi. Because
the reason why they will keep dragging Yomi, they believe that they have given him. People believe that he has gotten much money, that whatever they want to do, as long as he's there, he should just do it with part of their money. That they shouldn't be asking for more money. That it's a foundation, it's an NGO. NGO should have money inside it.
No.
And if he wants to claim that doesn't have money inside it, let him bring it out. Let's check it.
Exactly. This is probably no give them about this will actually act negatively on the side. Are you getting my point?
You understand?
People can assume that listen, he has 2 million in his wallet from Give for him. And he has already spent
even Baba will not support Billboard. Even that Billboard, Baba will
Everyone knows NGO is more or less like charity. If you like, you donate. If you like, you don't. NGO runs on public funds.
My brother.
No, we have public funds. I mean, NGO cannot depend on public funds.
NGO runs some.
Even the government
should they depend on?
NGOs. The government
NGO depends on donations.
So how do
grants.
how do NGO get money? You should not run on
charity. Chairman. Just suppose in England, all these Pentecostals. 1 minute. Let me just give you a taste of it. Let me give you a bite of this. All those Pentecostal church you see in England by Africans. Where do you think they get the money from?
Churches are NGO, they're on their own.
Exactly. So the government support the government support them. And the extent that even if you pay a penny, the government put times 3. The government put times 3 of money you pay. Sorry?
When you're saying public support, then we understand. Even if they run on public funds, we understand. But they do not go about trying to emotionally sort of like make people pour out money.
That's petty.
Well, Gifted,
I understand.
Let me just drop what I want to drop and go back.
Do you know that if you go to church,
do you know in church, Jack,
I want to correct that, yeah.
They force you to do your 10, was it 10?
Let him finish.
No, I don't want to bring
church. You are talking at the same time, please.
I don't want to bring church in. You know why? I don't want to bring church in. You know why? Huh? I don't want to bring church in. You can talk about like, let's just leave it at the NGO, just like what you want to do. So we're going to bring church now. We're going to go into another terrain in time, and I'm going to.
In Nigeria, church must in like whether church or whatever, it is
association is under everything is under NGO trustee.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Gifted, I want to make the point. Gifted, you know your NGO has 7 members. And we have 2 baristas as part of their trustees. Someone asked you a question that time, saying Yomi is running a one-man show. I just want to correct them, to tell them that Yomi, I'm seeing it right here, right now, because I have access to CAC data. He has 7 trustees. He's also part of them in that trustee. And if you want me to mention their names, I can mention their names.
Doesn't work like that.
Yomi is Jerry Fabi Lukman Abayomi. We have Barrister Mohammed Bashir, even from Kano, not even from Lagos. So everybody talking trash about the guy. I will just be here, just keeping quiet. But if there's anything I need to contribute, I will contribute. But some of them, they never see anything good about Yomi. That's exactly Jack. Jack is number 1 because he has mentioned my name just here this evening. I just kept quiet.